So I saw Kyle a couple days ago, I believe, regarding the car again. This time from the last time I saw him, he seems a little bit more different this time. He's looking forward, which is good. Um, and he used a lot of diversion kind of tactics as well. Now I'm familiar with this too because I ended a relationship that was almost 3 years, and you kind of put these ideas or walls, I guess, and it kind of helps make things easier for a little bit. And then down the line, something happens and you're kind of slapped with emotion. And sometimes not saying that you regret it, but the emotion at least is there. Um, and that's what I'm concerned about, him getting slapped with the emotion. I'm doing okay. I have my ups and downs, of course, just because if you don't have your ups and downs, then either A, you never had feelings to begin with, or two, you're just angry. And I think he is a little bit of both, maybe, possibly. I don't know. Um, you know, I made him an offer last time. Well, it wasn't really an offer. It was just kind of a request. I told him to think about it. I offered to get my own place in Idaho, get my own job, yada yada, get my own, basically have my own little life in Idaho, um, which would be easy, it would be difficult. Um, the being away from family and stuff would be difficult for me, but I view that as a sacrifice to try and show him that I'm willing to make those sacrifices. Um, and also to get away from the whole Taylor stuff would be really nice. He's kind of ramping up the annoyance. Yeah, so I made him an offer. I told him to think about it. Um, I hope he honestly did think about it. I haven't heard anything about it yet. Um, I really do honestly hope he put that effort in. Um, just think about it just enough and seriously think about it. I wonder if he did. He probably didn't. He probably had his mind made up as soon as I mentioned it. Um, I asked him to think about it. I told him, it's not a second chance. It's a fresh start. Um, I think that's what at this point we can't have a second chance. Um, Meaning, we can't just start where we were before. We have to start new. Um, it's both exciting and terrifying. And I should have maybe spent more time thinking it out because it just came to me when I was sitting at the bank. Um, I should have said it's okay if things don't work out. If you want to try in Idaho, that's fine. I'm perfectly fine with trying. I'm committed to trying to make things work. I'm committed to make sure you think I'm changed because I am. You're driving around a car that I just made a payment for. you know, um, I hate to say cordial, but I really hope that he still views me as a friend. I really kind of hope that. Um, I did offer to move to Idaho to prove to him that things can be better. Um, and the old spark maybe is still there, the old curiosity probably, maybe, I don't know. Um, I hope he thought about it. Um, I really do hope he thought about it. It's 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 kind of it's a little emotional, just um, and of course, sorry. um, yeah, I was around a lot of cigarette smokers today, so that's kind of my eyes are all like um, my hair's all messy because I've been putting my fingers through it. Um, yeah, I hope he thought about it. It'd be lovely if he thought really hard about it. Um, it's just either he thinks that we had something, or maybe he thinks that we didn't. Um, if, you know, relationships aren't easy, none of them ever are. Whether you have a person in your life like my ex that made things difficult, or maybe there's, you know, maybe you start dating someone and they have romantic feelings for their ex. It's not easy. And looks, there's a Jewish expression: you are attracted to the person in seconds, you love the person within minutes, but revenge takes a lifetime. And it kind of describes how how everyday life works. You can look at someone and say, "Yeah, I like that person," that kind of way, and minutes after you're like, "Oh, I can see myself with this person forever," and then they do something wrong, and you start plotting. So that's kind of like an old school Jewish kind of like be wary of people's intentions. Um, am I happy this happened? No. Is there a part of me that's a little relieved? Yeah. But I just want to try. I think he seemed to, blow it off. Um, and, I hope if he moves to Idaho and he tells me no, I hope we can stay in contact. Not because I think, excuse me again, not because I think, he's going to text me, he's like, oh, I miss you. I would not take that back at that point. Um, just because I think I've tried, and for him to push me away and then count all his options there with guys treating him like shit or whatever, or using him, whatever, and then saying, hey, I miss, that's not okay. You can't go through the tissue box and then say, I want to go back to my hanky that I had. It doesn't really work. And like I told him in Idaho, we can date. We don't have to see each other every day. That I never quite understood why he wanted to see me every day. Um, it kind of ruined the special part of it. Spending the night over was great. Um, I did enjoy those, but every day was kind of it was tiring for me. Um, but it was still great. I still enjoyed it. Um, I did pull back, and I've said this before, um, so I'll just leave it there. But yeah, I just offered, it's not even a second chance. It's starting new in a new place, in a new city with new people, with new challenges, and that's kind of what life is. It's about challenges. It's about perspective as well. You know, there's there's things in the universe that are both constant and variable. So there's two sides to every coin, for example. There's the heads and then there's the tails. But maybe I'll flip this coin and I get heads, but in another universe I'll get tails. And maybe that's a metaphor for life decisions. Maybe, for example, we didn't break up to begin with. Oh, well, maybe our lives would have went this way. Maybe we broke up after the cheating. Maybe our lives would have went this way. The control is always, there will always be a coin. I will always flip this coin, no matter what. I will always flip this coin. The variable is if it lands on heads or tails. And I've been thinking about this a lot. It's actually um, quantum mechanics. It's physics and yada yada blah blah blah. But it's helping me understand things a little better. Because quantum mechanics also relies on commitment. Uh, and it's not commitment, I'm not trying to make this a relationship kind of, but commitment in decision making. Um, so I just hope that he would give me that chance. Not saying that I've earned the chance, I'm not saying a chance at all. I'm saying a new start, and I think that would be fair. I think it'd be fair. Um, you know, he and that's fine. I'm really glad he's going to school. That's like a big. Um, maybe that's that's good. That I feel like he's not going to waste his life in trade school. School is more expensive up there, and there's very limited financial aid options for him. Um, I'd love just to write him a check and say, here you go. Um, but he would probably either just be nice to me and then use it on crap, or just view it as a mind game. And I really hate it that he views everything as a mind game for me, because there's no point. Saying I'll move to Idaho is not a mind game. It's you want you say, okay, you can move to Idaho and we can try. That's not me playing a mind game. I'm leaving my circle here. You know, um, he'll views the world as he wants to view the world. Um, he'll learn in time what things mean, and maybe my narrator voice will pop in. And we don't do things because they are easy. We do things because they are hard. JFK right there. That's random, I know. But yeah, I hope he would give me that freedom of choice to move to Idaho. And I'm giving him that freedom of choice to say, okay, we can try and work things out there. I'm not interested in working things out here right now. He has way too much stuff on his mind. Um, I do too. Today I had my radiation appointment again, so I'm exhausted, and then I went out afterward. Um, a lot of cigarette smokers, though. They kind of like, my eyes are all like puffy, like, oh, you're so far. But yeah, it was nice to get out. Even I've been out a lot actually, but I just I put a lot I put a lot of trust in him, even though he would disagree with this maybe. But his parents wouldn't even do things that I did for him because they didn't trust him. So there's two sides to every coin. Um, I do care for him immensely. Um, caring for someone, wanting them in your life. It's weird. It's weird how that works. But yeah, all I ever really want. My birthday's coming up. I haven't thought about doing anything. I thought about going to Egypt, but all my female friends probably wouldn't find it as great, and they don't really like white people that much right now. So no thanks. Next time, okay? Next time, okay? I don't know why I did some Asian accent. But yeah, just want that little chance just to, and it's okay to fail. It's okay for me to go out there and then say, look, it's really not working this time. Because then you kind of know. You kind of, you're not committed when you go out there to work things out. You're going out there just to see. It's another life journey. It's another adventure. It's another mountain to climb. It's another mall to go to. Um, but yeah, I just want that little tiny chance. You know, tiny chance, tiny chance. I'm gonna break the YouTubes with the going higher as a crack. So yeah, I just want that tiny chance. Tiny chance. Yeah. Tiny chance. I hope he just thought about it though. I hope he did think about it. Cause I would take my time. Not instant. I wouldn't follow him out. I wouldn't do that. I'd let him get situated. That would give me time to get a little better here, get stuff done, organized, set, um, find a place out there. Got to put the safety deposit down, etc., etc. Renters insurance. I don't know if they require renters insurance in Idaho or not. I haven't looked into it because I don't want to look into it, get my hopes up, and tell me no, and then it's like, oh, I don't want to do that to myself, and then I don't want to seem too, you know, I don't know. I just yes, then I'll start looking. No, then I haven't looked at all, so I don't have to bother. Um, if he'd like to give up, then I really hate to say that, give up. Um, you know, it, that's how life is, though. People can die in their sleep. They can go to work and just pass away, but it's life. And I think a lot of people wonder why certain people of such chaos and such sadness and craziness stay together, and it's a lot to do with how much trouble has happened in their life. Because when people stay around for the crazy shit, they're gonna be loyal and committed to you for a long time. Maybe certain other people that come into your life don't understand you, or you think they do, but they really don't. That's another. I'm mumbling now. All I really want is a chance. That's all I really want. And it's not even a commitment to say we're gonna fix things. It's gonna be start new in a state that I, don't even never even thought that I would ever even want to go to. But if doing this for a boy, for a guy, I don't know if that either one of the boy. I don't think he would be. He could be offended by me calling him a boy. Guy, that makes him sound really old. Boy, whatever. Why am I mumbling on that? But yeah, I would promise that I'd go out there, try and work, try and start fresh, looking into the past to fix things. So not, not putting the ring on that finger, not saying move in, nothing like that. Um, try and fix things. I think that's fair. I think it's showing that I'm willing to go go that way for him as well. Because I think a lot of people will come into your life a lot, and you think they're committed to you, but then when you ask them something or you want them to do something, they'll back off because you've already given them everything you have to offer, but then they don't want to offer you anything in return. And that's a lot of people in this community. Um, so yeah, I just want that little tiny chance. Little tiny chance. Chance. I, I, I. God, I'm wearing black. It looks like I'm a floating head. Okay, yeah, that's all I want. 18 minutes. Fuck, shit balls.